Let's go ahead and call the meeting. Call the meeting to order. And let's say, and let's start off with today is six. It's exactly 6 o'clock on April 14th, 2021. Go ahead. Let's start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. And next on the agenda, let's go ahead and call roll.
Edgar, can you call roll? Or Rigo?
Good afternoon. Yes, Alan Jackson,
Present.
Ricardo Solis,
Present.
Rolando Pérez, Chris Keynes,
Present.
Albert Laurie Jr.,
Here.
Alma Mata,
Absent.
She's not present.
Teresa Fonseca,
Here.
All right, we got Mr. Tracy Castañon from Code Enforcement Community Development.
Okay. Is there any other board members on the list, Rigo?
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
All right. I guess next is citizen comments. I guess we can go ahead and do
We can't hear you that well, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess citizen comments. We can.
But you can't hear you anymore.
You can't hear me?
Now I can hear you, but if you turn, it doesn't happen.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. Sorry, I was trying to use my Bluetooth. But is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Citizen comments. Any citizens interested in providing comments? Public comments and when board members are discussing your case. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker. No more than 3 persons will be allowed to speak on each issue. Should there be no more than 3 people wishing to speak on a particular issue, they need to select not more than 3 representatives to speak for them. The presiding officer may limit the public comments further in the interest of an orderly meeting. Speakers may not pass their minutes to any other speaker. Comments should be relevant to city business and delivered in a professional manner. No derogatory remarks will be permitted. And I guess we're going to go ahead and address those for each item on the agenda for each property we're going to be discussing. Consideration. Next item is consideration of.
Let me just address the citizen issue. Edgar, there's nobody here or anybody on the phone, right? The personnel in the conference room are for individual items, right?
We have not received no, we have not received phone calls. We only have some people in the conference room that they're here for one case, the case of San Francisco.
Okay, sounds good.
If I get any phone calls, I'll connect them to the meeting.
I'm not sure if you want to bring that up, Mr. Chairman, in terms of expediency first.
Let's go ahead and consider. Who do we have wishing to speak today?
Edgar, which case is it? So that way we can address them and they don't have to be waiting for the entire meeting.
Actually, if we could leave the case for the end because right
No,
now,
no, go ahead.
The lady has a meeting with a virtual judge meeting at 6 o'clock. So I told her that it's okay because her case is at the end.
Okay. All right, disregard, Mr. Chairman, sorry.
We could leave it to the end, please.
Okay, no problem. All right, next item is consider the approval of the minutes for the regular meeting of March 10th, 2021.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Same sign, motion carries. All right, next item, staff report, report on structures demolished or in process of demolition. Update on 2415 Davis, 1003 Lion Street, Vidality, 19 East Scott Street.
Mr. Chairman, when you turn your head, you go blank.
Okay,
Now you sound good.
okay.
I'll go ahead and share my screen to talk about, are we in the staff report?
Yeah, staff report,
Yeah.
please.
Let me share my screen real quick. Okay, what you see before you, Mr. Chairman, is an update on some of the demolitions. I'm just gonna put on mute some folks. Okay. So you have Zaragoza, the before and after that's been demolished. You can see the before and after. Let me see if I can get into slide. Santa Rita, demolished also. The lot's been cleaned. 4521 Kristen Lane, District 1 also. The mobile home has been removed and everything else. 3104 Chestnut, before and after, so you can see how the shed and that abandoned structure has been removed. 1303 Philadelphia, you can see that was a problematic one. If you recall, police was issues with drugs and prostitution and everything else, and so it's underway.
Oh, was that the one about the trustee, the trustee that was disputing that he was a trustee at all?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's underway right now. We had a little bit of trouble because we couldn't disconnect the electric. We had trouble disconnecting the meter. That's why it's been taking so long, but it should be moving fairly quickly. And in process right now is 2401 Chacon also. This very dilapidated fire hazard also. 1603 Iturbide, it's currently in process too. You can see the current tractor there demolished already, most of the structure already. And the last one is 1003 East Line. So you can see the before and after, and just there's some minor cleanup work that needs to be done, but it's basically already taken care of. So your efforts go on in terms of cleaning up the community.
On that last one, the owner did it themselves, or did we do it?
Edgar, I think we issued out
On the
a bid.
line,
No, the last one was one on the 1003 East Line. She, the owner complied herself. She
Great.
came with the demo permit and did the demolition herself.
perfect, thank you.
And the other demos, how were they paid for? Who paid the contractor?
Remember the department gets $100,000 a year budgeted. We're actually down to zero, to be honest with you. You guys have been very efficient in giving us orders and us carrying them out, as you've seen in the updates that we provided. And so we issue out and we put liens on the property, and then they get reimbursed when the tax department sends out a lien request, and they have to get paid back to the city.
And what about 2415 Davis and 1920 Scott? That's on the staff report.
Okay, the 2415 Davis, Mr. Perez already came with the plans that he's gonna do the demolition, and he already got the demo permit, so he's good for 6 months.
Okay.
And the Vidality one, it's already up for bids and everything, but it's coming out too high, so we're gonna do another bid so we can do another assessment on removing the stuff that real easy to move. The other part of the structure, it's coming out to, I think it's the lowest bid is 13,000.
The buyers, it's still in that little transition phase. The buyers, the rep, advises that they're still struggling to do the closing. I guess there's some issues there related to title and everything else that they're trying to clear up still. So, but we're still moving forward. I told them that the pressure's still on them. We need to clean up the place. So we'll figure something out with management to see how we can get it cleaned up.
Okay. All right. Next item we have is public hearing and discussion of possible action regarding the demolition of structures defined as substandard dangerous buildings. Item A is possible action on the property of Maria D. Estela, whose legal description is Lot 6, Block 2. Property nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, Section 16.55, 21, 22, 23A, 23B, 232HI, 232R, and 232U. Staff recommends demolition of the whole structure.
Let me share my screen real quick. Oh, I'll go ahead and let you open up the public meeting.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to make a motion to open up the public hearing.
I'll second that. Okay. All in favor?
We did send letters.
Aye.
Sorry.
Aye.
So, Mr. Chairman, real quick, let me show you the site so you guys can see it. Can everybody see it? It's 712 Independence Drive, District 5, Lot 6, Block 2 in Heritage Park. The owner, Maria D. Estela, and this is the current condition of the property.
We did send letters, and they were invited to our meetings, either virtually or in our conference room. We have not received any phone calls that somebody was going to or come to our office.
Police department was also not able to come to the meeting, but they did send a report on it. And let me share their report, so that way so you can see the location has had occurrences of loud music, criminal trespass, burglary, illegal dumping, and other issues. That's it from the staff side, sir.
Motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
I'd like to make a motion to proceed with the staff's recommendation and proceed with the demolition order on this property.
Is there a second? I'll second if you need a second.
Yes, I'm waiting for a second.
Okay, you got it.
All right, Albert, thank you. I thought you guys were going to leave me hanging out there. Okay. Do we need to vote on it?
You need to vote.
Okay.
All in favor?
All those in favor? Aye.
Mr. Chairman?
Okay, I'm sorry. You all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Same sign, motion carries. Okay, next item on the agenda is consideration of possible action on the property of Vanessa Pulga, whose legal description is Lot 7, Block 365, Eastern Division, commonly known as 304 East Front Street. Staff declares this property a nuisance in accordance with current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, Section 16.55, 21, 22, 23A, 232B, 232HI, 232R, 232U. Staff recommends demolition of the entire structure.
Just for the record, Ms. Fonseca, I put you on mute. There was a lot of static coming in, so you just need to unmute yourself if you need to say something. That's all I wanted to mention. Yeah, let me share my screen so you can see the, oh, well, you need to open up the public hearing, sir.
I'll make a motion to open up the public hearing.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Second.
Aye.
All right.
Let me go ahead and share my screen. And I'll let Rigo mention, Rigo, can you describe what the condition of the house is?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. We got this report from the Laredo Police Department that it was abandoned. We went out to check it out, and well, we found that actually the floor doesn't exist anymore on the structure. It's already gone, and has a lot of water damage on the roof, and it's actually falling to the right side. And I believe there's an exchange of owners. There's the owner that actually let the property, go down. He's selling the property to another lady. The lady just made contact today that she's trying to demolish the house, but doesn't know where to go or who to talk to. But there's an exchanging of owners.
Okay. Any other information on this, police?
The only other information is very minor on from the police. They had a warrant served at 304. I'm sorry, no, that's not it. So let me just. Oh yeah, at 304 and some traffic stops done there at that facility. So really not much anything related to, I guess, vagrants or anything like that.
I see. It's a big property.
Obviously, we always recommend demolition because of the fire hazard with these abandoned structures and the danger to adjoining properties.
Okay. I make a motion to close the public hearing.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right. And no contact, and I had to step away for a second, but no contact at all from the owners?
The actual owners know. Demolish the property, not the property, but the structure. But no, she doesn't know how to do it, or submit plans and all that. Just doesn't know how to go about it. But she's a new owner that she already bought the property from the old owner.
Obviously, Mr. Chairman, we don't have any verification of that, so we would want to proceed with the current. We will do our verification to make sure that that is the case, and if necessary, we'll bring it back.
Yeah, has the deed been recorded with the, I guess with the county yet?
We don't know. Obviously, we don't take anybody's word. We'd have to check and document after we hear. But we would want to proceed right now with same recommendation to demo, and if we need to bring it back to you with giving the new owner due process, we will.
I would recommend that we follow staff recommendation for demolition.
Okay.
I'll second
Okay.
that.
So is that's your motion, Albert?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I believe Mr. Solis seconded the motion, sir. So you have a motion on the table.
Okay. I guess we just need a, I guess, we can put that forth right now, and then I guess just pending verification of ownership, correct?
Yes. No, we're not going to demo it if we find out that it's a separate owner, because then we can't get the money back if we demo it. So we need to do but the order should continue. That's what we recommend. We'll double check. And if for any reason there's a change of ownership, it basically mutes the order, and we'd have to start the whole process all over again. It's just an administrative action on our side, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll send the letters again over. We'll start the process over again if for some reason it changes owners. Of course, if we were to get a demo order, we won't proceed with the demolition if it's a new owner.
Okay. Okay, so all in favor of this, all in favor of this motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, same sign, motion carries. All right, next item on the agenda is item C, consideration of possible action on the property of Marta Castillo, whose legal description is Lot 4, Block 80, Western Division, commonly known as 206 Grant Street. Staff declares this property as a nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, Section 16.55, 21, 22, 23A, 23B, 232HI, 232R, and 23. A motion. I make a. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Let me share my screen so I can show you the property. Okay, so this is a property 206 Grant Street, District 8, Lot 4, Block 80, Western Division. Current owner of record, Martha Castillo, and you can see the condition of the building. Rigo, do you have anything to add?
Yes, this building was reported by code enforcement that it's just a part of the building. I believe that they removed, I think, one of the parts that used to be you can see it in Google that it used to be a house. It's just a part of the house. They've been using it as a mechanic shop. A report with environmental. They were storing oil, motor oil. Nobody has returned our calls. Nobody has answered the door there. Nobody has mentioned anything to us or come by the office or call us anything. We just want to remove that piece of building that it's actually falling apart.
And I wanted to show, I'm transferring, so you can see the police report on 206 Grant Street. You can see it's got a lengthy amount of reports to that site itself.
Mhm.
Okay, I make the motion to close the public hearing.
I'll
A
second.
second. I'm sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Same sign, motion carries. Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and recommend that we proceed with demolition of the structure.
I'll second.
I
Okay.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. All right. Next item on the agenda is consideration of possible action on the property of Fernando D. Gutierrez, whose legal description is Lot 5, Block 74, Western Division, commonly known as 302 San Enrique Avenue. Staff declares this property as a nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, Section 16.55, 21, 22, 23A, 23B, 232HI, 232R, and 232U. Staff recommends demolition of the two entire structures. Okay. I make a motion to open this up for public hearing.
Let me share my screen real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe these buildings have come before the board before, right, Rigo?
Yes, it's already been, it's new complaints and the same old complaints that they're still under, they wanted to, the neighbors want to remove all those two buildings right there. And also, well, not the owner, but he used to rent out this two houses, and we got a lot of police activity there.
Let me show you the police report on what's been called out there. So you can see 302 San Enrique. All these have been called out to that location.
Also, code enforcement has force cleaned this property several times. I don't know. I think Mr. Castañon is from the code enforcement.
Tracy, you want to unmute yourself?
Yes, this is Tracy Castañon, code enforcement. The property has been force cleaned several times, like Rigo had mentioned. Other than that, from the property being highly weeded, the building, I do consider the building being substandard.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the property secured? Are the doors closed or open, or are people going in?
I know at the last meeting, Mr. Solis had brought up the issue about they looked historic in nature, and there was some reservation about demolishing them. So I guess we're just bringing them back for
Bringing it back.
consideration by the board. I know that nothing's been done so far, so I'm just looking for direction from the board on this matter.
We're still in
Motion to
public
close.
hearing, right?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Yeah, I know I had tabled this one the last time. It's a shame that no one's come forward to look after these houses. They're of a certain vernacular that, I mean, they're really beautiful houses if you kind of look past what it looks like now. But
Yeah.
I'm willing to go along with the demolition order if the rest of the board feels like we should do that.
We did send letters, and we even put the letters on the fence just in case they were not receiving the letters for some reason. We did attach those letters on the fence that we were going to have a meeting today, but they're not showing up.
Yeah.
So we did several attempts. We sent it by certified mail, by regular mail, and we put the letter also on the fence. Have they contacted you or something, Rigo?
No contact. They did receive the certified mail.
Oh,
There was something, but nobody contacted us, or nobody came by or called the office.
Okay.
The only people who are calling the office are the neighbors. They're stating that we're not doing anything, that we're just sitting here, and basically I'm because they know that I wasn't the one in charge of those projects, and they telling me that I'm not doing my work.
But
I can vouch that
That's not true, Rigo. That's not true.
Rigo, but what's the main complaint? Like rodents or vagrants going in, or
actually,
what's the main complaint of it?
The main complaint is that the part of the roof is flying off and getting into other people's properties. The lady in the front already called somebody to remove some wooded shingles roof shingles that she had on her roof, and basically that was it. That the roof is falling off and flying off.
Fine.
Now, is this for demolishing both structures or just the one on the corner?
No, both structures are the same.
Okay. I'm going to wait for someone.
Public hearing, or did it close?
No, I closed it.
Okay.
But of course, we're recommending both structures. If you give us one structure or two, that's your.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to do it, we'll do both.
Yes. Eventually, the other one's going to be the same. So.
Yeah.
I would make a motion. We go with staff recommendation and demolish both of them.
Okay. There's no issues with historical preservation at all. I mean, there's no impediment there.
No.
They're not registered as historical landmarks or in the historic district, sir. So.
Okay. All right. I hear a motion. Okay.
Make a motion to demolish both structures as per staff recommendations.
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Ms.
Aye.
Fonseca? Okay. Is that everybody? Everybody vote on it? Okay. Okay. Is that it?
Okay, I'm sorry, I was muted, but I'm voting. I'm voting no.
Okay. So that means you vote against demolition. Anybody else?
4 votes for, 1 against.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Motion carries. All right. And then the next item on the agenda is consideration of possible action on the property of Eulalia Manso, whose legal description is Lot 12, Block 569, Western Division, commonly known as 1204 Constantinople Street. Staff declares this property is a nuisance in accordance with current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, Section 16.55, 21, 22, 23A, 232B, 232HI, 232R, and 232U. Staff recommends demolition of the entire structure. Board approved time for the owner to obtain a demo permit and start work on the structure. Where are we? First off, let's go ahead and open this up for public hearing. Okay, do I hear, I want a motion for open up a public hearing. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Wow.
Okay,
Rigo, do you want to kind of give them an update? I know that the board had provided time for the owner to obtain a demo permit. If you recall, the gentleman came, it was something that was a family property or his mother or his father. I don't recall exactly. Rigo, do you remember?
Yes, he already came today, and he obtained his building permit, and he already turned in everything. He already gave us down the material. It should be starting work probably next week, because the contractor has another finishing project before him, and he already obtained his demo permit, and he's gonna rebuild the whole structure, not the whole structure, but the roof, and he's gonna board up the windows.
So we're amenable if I guess if you want to allow him more time. So he got the demo permit, right, Rigo?
Yes, he already got the demo permit. He already paid, and he already brought the actual payment of materials. He already paid for the materials. He's just waiting on the contractor to finish another project so he can start on this roof.
Okay. As things have changed, as you know, we would recommend or change our recommendation from demolition to allow the property owner time to demolish the structure. At least let us follow up with them in 90 days.
Did I understand the permit is to stabilize the roof?
Could you repeat that, Miss?
yeah, we can hear you too well.
Yes. Did I understand correctly that the permit is to stabilize the roof
Yes, that's correct.
and board up the windows?
Yes, he's gonna remove the old roof, rebuild the new one with the new material, and he's gonna board up the windows.
They need 2 permits, one to
So,
demolish the roof and another permit to rebuild it.
Okay.
so it's not total demolition, but stabilization of for the building.
They already got the demolition, so now, once they finish the demolition, now they have to get the building permit for rebuilding the roof.
Okay.
I would allow them a little bit more time. At least the safety hazard with the roof will be dealt with, and we can move forward from that. What that time amount? We leave it up to the board.
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
I'll
All
make
right.
a motion. I'll make a motion to give the owner or Do we table this item for 90 days, or how do we do that?
I would recommend that, Mr. Chairman. What Mr. Solis is recommending, table it for 90 days and bring it back for
So I
reconsideration.
make a motion to table this item for 90 days and have staff follow up and bring it back for consideration after that time if nothing's been done.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, same sign, motion carries. And then last item on the agenda is consideration of possible action on the property of Ghana Corp., whose legal description is south half of 6 block 98 Western Division, commonly known as 616 San Francisco Avenue. Staff declares this property as a nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, 16.55, 21, 22, 238, 232B, 232HI, 232R, and 232U. Staff recommends demolition of the two entire structures. Item tabled from the last meeting, March 10th, 2021, issues with audio during meeting. So, yes, I remember that very well. I guess a motion to open up the public hearing. I'll go ahead and make that motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right. Do we have anybody to speak on behalf of this project?
And then we'll allow the public the chance for their
Okay.
comments real quick, just so that you're familiar with which property. So this is the property in question, and this was, we tabled it, it was tabled by the board due to the audio issues at the last meeting. But this continues to be the same one, and staff continues with the same recommendation of demo. So we do have the owner and available here to speak on his behalf.
Board members, we do have the corporation, Kanha Corporation, Mr. Roger. We do have a contractor, Mr. Eduardo Cruz, and we do have to talk about the case.
Okay.
No?
Let's go ahead. Yeah, if you yes, the floor is yours.
Naomi, do you, right now the city of Laredo is asking for a demo. Do you want to talk to the board and are you agreeing with us to demolish the house, to get a demolition order, or what's your plan of action?
My action is that to remodeling where is the letter on the little house.
Ma'am, can you provide your name and what is your status related to this building, please?
My status, well, it's Naomi Ivana Rodriguez, my name, and my status.
Are you the leasee? Are you the owner of the property? Are you part owner? What is your
the buyer?
Client?
I'm the one buying the house. I'm the
buyer.
owner. Yeah, I'm the buyer.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, board members, we are asking for a demolition order. Rigo, what are the complaints on this property?
Hey, Edgar, please allow the lady to speak. I was just asking her for her name so we could have it for the record.
So what is your plan of action?
Action is to clean everything because I already did all that. Clean inside the little house. Where is the orange paper or yellow? I don't remember the color. And I just wanted to fix the floor because that's what I see wrong there. To remodel the floor and the ¿cómo se dice? El roof.
The city?
From inside, not the outside. The outside it's all right. It's from the inside to put it inside, like new.
And a few sidings on the outside.
Yeah, and the outside. So like
In the outside, they need some Sidings,
sidings, and that's it.
plywoods.
He's a contractor.
He's the one fixing it already.
Eduardo Cruz Jr.
I already, put him, like, to fix that, little area.
Been speaking to Roberto Rodriguez.
I
Sir,
think we can,
sir, you can speak right afterwards. Please allow the lady to speak.
that, only the little sites from the house, from the small house, I'm remodeling, and the inside, todavía no le comienzo al piso, pero I'm already on it, like, to taking it off, to put the new one inside. Like, in other words, I need to remodel it, everything, and put
Not the plywood, the little square things.
the little squares. I'm gonna put little squares.
Pueden hablar español si quieren, ¿ok?
Sí, si quieren hablar en español, nomás el señor se puede presentar quién es su nombre y su...
El siguiente en hablar es usted, Mr. ¿Cuál es su nombre?
José Eduardo Cruz Jr. I'm the contractor.
Okay.
¿Cuál es el plan?
El plan es arreglar el piso, le faltan tiles, le faltan varias hojas de siding on the outside, un pedacito como de 2 pies por 2 pies de sheetrock en el ceiling. That's on the main house. And then on the little room, ese nomás le faltan las doors y el ceiling también. So we're willing to fix everything up and get it rolling.
Aquí también tenemos el Hancock Corporation. ¿Usted quiere comentar algo? You want to say something?
No, I'm giving them the possession so they know better about it. But what I've been told by Naomi that she's been talking to Mr. Rigoberto Rodriguez.
Yes.
And we got some pictures here.
I got some pictures, I don't know how to, not all, but, digo, sí son de la misma casa, pero de lo que están hablando ustedes son de la casita chiquita.
Bueno, más cuántas fotos son. Una,
Hablando de todo.
2,
Bueno, pues todos esos.
usted diga.
Va para acá, para este side, like to the other side, like that. Eso es lo que...
Déjame lo pongo.
Eso ya está clean already, pero así es como está cuando yo ya entro.
Board members, she's showing some pictures. I don't know if you're able to see it.
No sé.
She brought some pictures.
Cuando llegué estaba muy sucio ahí, so ya ahorita está clean, because I already fixed it, todo eso, levantar todo el mugrero. So si van o algo ya no está así, digo, no está así como está en la picture. Ese está remote, trabajando en el piso.
Is that like a picture where the flooring is, all the stuff has been removed, Edgar? Is that what you're trying to show right there? Because we can't really tell.
Tile.
Yeah, it's tile, right, or something?
Sí, ya lo hice remote. De un room.
Is a supporting structure the exterior part of the building? Is it sound?
It is solid.
Rigo, can you comment?
Somebody else worked on that house before, and all the floor is brand new. All the wood, the 4x4s, 2x4s, 5x6, they're all new.
Thank you, ma'am, for the pictures.
Yes. Okay.
The only comment that I have from our side, from the staff side, is we did speak with her. She came by to try to get a permit. The only thing is we were shown a lease, and not something that showed ownership. So we'll be glad to revisit with her. She's got another document and verify that she is the owner of the property, to proceed with any type of action and construction, if that's the case, how they want to proceed. They will have to submit a full building plan set for our review and approval to issue them a permit. As I understand right now, there's no water meter or electrical service to the property, and we would not issue any permit until we get a full plan set and we can verify through inspection that everything was done correctly. So that's our end of the side, guys. So, I'm sorry for the board. And we'll go ahead and what is that, Edgar? Can you discuss? Can you say that? Edgar, I can't see what you're showing.
Okay, so she brought the building permit application. It's already signed by the contractor, and it's already signed by Tanca Corp. This, she's showing me a building permit application to install some doors. It's just doors?
Doors and the meters.
But unfortunately, it's only the application. There's no plans. There's no
Yeah,
construction.
that would not be acceptable to a proper plan review for the board. We'll work with her to advise her what she needs to provide. If there's somebody willing to restore the property, we're willing to work with them if that's what the board wishes. We would still want like some sort of tentative demo order if no action is done or something to that extent, but we'll work with them if that's what the board wants.
Otra pregunta quería hacer. Otra pregunta que quería hacer que me urge es what do I have to do so they can put the meter in that area? Because they asked me for me to get this for that, and I need to put the light on with a meter. Y la luz, cuando yo hablé, me dijeron que tenía que venir a agarrar esta carta para que me dieran el OK y puedan poner el meter. Because I already got it, but it's not in the house. Está al lado. So, con esto no me puede ayudar a mí que me puedan poner el meter.
Nope.
No. Entonces, ¿qué tengo que hacer para que me den el OK?
The contractor next to you knows how to prepare a plan set. That's what we would need now.
When is that?
As possible.
Está bueno.
So board members, as you can hear, we are asking for a demolition order, and she's telling us that she wants to repair, remodel, or what's
Yes.
repair, remodel. But we still try to see if we can get that demolition order because we still believe it's in really bad shape and really bad conditions, substandard conditions. Of course, whatever the board decides today.
Are there any other comments, or can we close the public hearing?
Any other comments before we close the public hearing? Antes comentarios, porque vamos a cerrar el public
She
hearing.
has been complying and she's been working with Rigoberto, and she has the option to.
Sí.
Sorry, go ahead. You have something to say?
La otra cosa que nomás quiero comentar.
Raj, excuse me, ma'am. Can you? Somebody was speaking. Can you mention who you are and what your reference is, and so the board can hear your comments, sir?
My name is Naomi Ivana Rodriguez.
No. I was talking about Raj. He was mentioning some comments. We would need him to.
I let her talk because she knows more about the property than I do, because she has possession of the property, and she's been fixing it. We had a meeting yesterday. I'll let her finish first.
Thank you, sir.
Yo soy Naomi Ivana Rodríguez. Lo que quería decir es que no quisiera que la van a tumbar porque ya la vi y no se requieren nomás unas pocas ciertas cosas que yo ya le metí mano. Otra cosa de que esa casa yo la agarré es para unos niños que yo tengo y tengo el estado encima. So, ya vieron el estado que estoy haciendo, ¿cómo se dice? Progreso en la casa. So, me ayudaría mucho a mí seguir trabajando y metiéndole más cosas a la casa de remodel. Y con todo respeto quisiera que me pudieran ayudar en una forma para poder agarrar a mis hijos, y esa casa la quiero para mis hijos, en realidad. So, que me den la oportunidad de remodel, en realidad. And that's it, what I have to say, only the truth.
Pero el permiso de construcción sería ¿usted sacaría el permiso de construcción o sería Canca Corp? ¿Quién sería el permiso?
El permiso,
Sí.
Probably, yes, porque pues me la está vendiendo a mí.
Bueno. Sí, porque la última vez nos trajo un lease agreement, nosotros requerimos un proof of ownership, ¿verdad?
Sí.
No sé si tenga esa documentación ahorita.
El ownership.
Edgar, we'll go ahead and verify ownership when that application is filed.
Okay. When the application is filed, okay. Yes.
I only got this one.
Inspector Rigoberto, what are the main complaints on this case? Is there like rodents or vagrants going in, drug activity, prostitution? What's the main complaints on this property? Inspector Rigoberto.
I can share, sorry, this is Mr. Garcia. I'll share what the PD provided, and really just, I don't think it's got too many issues. I think it got some burglary of habitation. Obviously, the building's been abandoned, some minor items on there too. But not, I don't think anything significantly with the structure, so.
The only complaints we have is that the homeless are going in and making it the living quarters. And also, Border Patrol made a report, or not a report, but a comment that they saw somebody, going inside and changing clothing and coming from the river and all that. But actually, just the homeless going in and making it the living quarters. The main complaint from neighbors next door.
Well, that's it from staff side, sir, so we're open for your direction, sir.
To close the public hearing.
I'll second
Okay.
that.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right.
Ms. Fonseca looks like she wanted to comment something. I'm not sure.
Ms. Fonseca, do you have anything to add on this?
No, I was just voting on the motion to close the public hearing.
Thank you. Sorry.
I would make a motion to give the lady time, maybe 30 days, to get her all her building permits in place. And if it doesn't, then we'll have to make another attempt at the demo order.
I would like to amend your motion, Albert, and just go ahead and push for the demo order now. That way we've administratively cleared it, but we will give them the 30 days to start working on, and I'm sure staff will keep track of it and let us know that everything is moving along. And obviously if they're working on it, we're not going to demo it, but if it just sits there for another 3 months, then we want it resolved. We'll accept that amendment.
We'll go ahead, staff, on the staff side, we'll work and guide her. She's got a contractor there with her, so we'll discuss with the contractor everything that needs to be done. We'll do a building site inspection, so he's fully aware of everything that needs to be updated, up to code, not just the doors, not just the siding.
Yeah.
Electrical, plumbing, and roofing and everything to make the building safe. So we'll get with them. If the board wants to provide him 30 days, that would be okay with us.
Okay, I'll accept your motion. That motion.
You accept my amendment?
Okay. I'll second that amended motion.
Very good.
All in favor? Go ahead to issue demo to go ahead and provide 30 days to follow up in 30 days, and then with the amendment that the demo that we are ordering a demolition, and then we'll revisit this in 30 days to see where we stand on this property. Okay. All in favor?
Mr. Chairman, real quick. I misunderstood that. So you wanted to come back to the board, or you want us to just direct? That's what I understood. So not to come back to the board, allowing them 30 days, and then we'll make sure that if there's no application, we proceed with the demo, correct? Okay, just want to clarify.
Yes.
Board members, the contractor wants to say something. I know the public hearing is closed. Can he say something or no?
That's up to the chairman.
Okay. Yes. Let's go ahead and reopen the. We'll go ahead and reopen the public hearing. That's my motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, I just wanted to mention, there's nobody going inside the property anymore because we have 2 dogs there chained up with water every day, food every day. So now the neighbors, they said nobody gets near there. So we're trying to fix that, and we're trying to get a civilian camera. So, and the officers there in the Azteca area, I know 3 of them, friend of mine personally, they are going by and checking the property. So the neighbors already know that they go because they know me. So we don't have that problem, no more, nobody's going in. That's all I wanted to mention.
Okay, any other comments? Thank you, sir.
For the record, I'm Rajani, the owner of Hana Corp. Members of the board, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
For the record, I'm Raj Shani, the owner of Hana Corp.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you can Naomi has been doing a very good job. She works with a contractor and she keeps on a daily basis. And she goes on a daily basis regularly there to the property, and she's also got the dog there. I myself have seen the dog. I can vouch for what they're saying is the true and correct statement. That's all I have to say, Your members of the board.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments on this property?
I don't have a problem with the property, no.
We do have a comment. What happened is the neighbors, they wanted to buy the property off me. But what happened, I decided to give it to Naomi because from the church, she was recommended to me. But what happened is the neighbors are kind of upset because they were willing to give me a bigger down payment, but I didn't go for the down payment. I went because she was telling me I need something for my kids. So I talked to my heart rather than about money because the other people were willing to give me money, but I didn't want to do that. I'd rather say, you know what, I want to work with Naomi. Edgar knows me. We have been dealing. Whenever I can do something, I tell him I've always complied with Edgar. You can ask him. We've always worked something out. And I would like you to give the benefit of the doubt to Ms. Naomi. She has been working on a regular basis on that. You can even see her hands are all dirty. Yeah. She's working hard. I've never seen anybody as dedicated as Naomi, in all my life. And the contractor and they have been doing on a regular basis, but money is an issue. Budget is an issue because she has children, she's family. So she's going to be working little by little. I'll be honest with you. That's the only thing that I have to let you know. That'll be all your.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
On the table.
Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and let's go ahead. I hear a motion to have a motion to close public hearing. Can I hear a second?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You still have a motion on the floor, sir.
Okay. Yeah. The motion. Just repeat just for the record. Just go ahead and just repeat that motion, Rick. You want to go ahead and just?
Yeah, sure. My amended motion was to proceed with the demo order and give the city 30 days, or give the owner 30 days to work with the city to proceed with getting the permits, and then to have staff just provide us with a report if things are progressing or if things have moved forward with the demo order.
We'll be glad to bring it to the next board meeting, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. We'll look forward to that report in 30 days from staff. Do I hear a second on this motion? Ms. Fonseca?
Aye.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay.
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The same sign. Motion carries.
That's it, sir.
All right. And next item on the agenda is adjournment of this meeting. I'll go ahead and move to adjourn this meeting. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Same sign. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you all.